G'day, welcome to This Is Riffin'. Today we're going to look at Born to Hula by Queens of the Stone Age. It's an absolute ripper, this early version. I like the later version they did as well, but this one takes the cake for me. Tuning for this song is in C standard, C, F, A sharp, D sharp, G, and C. So the intro is just going to dance around the A and C chord. A is played 3 times. And you can sort of bang off any notes within the chord as well for this whole piece, and you can't go wrong. And then you go to the C, but to start it off, it's an open one as a hammer on the B string. So you strum the chord just once, and then hammer on down to fret 1. And then it's back to the 3 I like to do on the A, strum the rest of the chord. Doing an up strum there helps too, to just emphasize that fret 1. And then you can finish it off with a 2 on the D and a 3 on the A to start it again. But really, just playing any of the notes within that chord sounds cool. So Josh dances around a bit. So yeah, it's not spot on, but definitely something to help you. Some of the live takes of this, Josh will actually finish off the C chord with a fret 3 on the B before getting back to the A. So yeah, that's just something to play around with as well, but he doesn't do it on the original version. Starts at fret 12 on the A string and then open after it. So 12, 0, 12, 0, 12, 0, 12, 0. So 4 lots of that. And then you're going to do a power chord at fret 8 on the top string. And Josh likes to do his power chords like this, 8, 10, and 10. You possibly could even chuck in the bar chord, so fret 9. But I reckon it's just the power chord. And then it's an open. You can even just do a normal power chord and not go wrong either. But yeah, beef it up with your pinky. And then a good trick to do is just to release your fingers off the frets when you do the open. And so you strum the 8, lightly take them off the frets, and then do the open. And that way it cuts them off rather than being like this, or letting them ring out like this. So yeah, if you just lightly release them, it allows you to hear that open a bit more clearly. So all I'm doing is lightly taking them off. I'm still resting them on the strings, but I'm not pushing down, or I'm not taking them off completely. Hope that makes sense. We then get to the solo, which I very roughly played for you just then. It's pretty close, but of course I'm never going to play it like the Grandmaster himself. So I'll take you through what I think he's doing. I've watched a lot of live clips and it looks like this is where he is playing the majority of the frets. One little section I'm a bit iffy about, which I'll explain when I get to it. I won't completely dive into it, but I'll give you some little points along the way. Like at the start, I feel like Josh is actually doing a harmonic at 12 instead of playing the 12 itself. So it's a harmonic 12 to the 14 on the G. But either way, you can't go wrong. So I'll put a 12 there as a guide. And then you're doing a nice little half bend type thing. Along the way, Josh does a lot of those classic vibratos, and his bends get that quirky feel to him by not being completely full in a sense. He likes to be a bit erratic with them, which I love. So it does the first few bars a couple of times. I'm just using my first and third finger there. It does it again. Hammer on the 14, 12. Then you work your way up the B string, 13, 15, 17, down to 15, slide to 17, back to 15. And this move here, sort of a fast run on the 17. So yeah, either way, play what feels right there. This little section's fun as to play. And going by the live clips, it does appear that Josh does go to fret 10 to start it again as well, because he's climbing his way up and then back down. And the fingers you use here will probably determine how well and smoothly it flows. So I actually do the slide with my third, I think. Well, that first slide. So the 12 to 15 is a slide. And then I go to my second finger to do the 13, 15 on the B. So 12 to 15, third finger. 13 to 15 with your second. And then that allows me to use my first finger for the 14. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, just if you use your first finger, you're going to get a bit caught up. And then when you're going to go to 15, 17 on the high E, your other fingers are free because you used your first finger on the 14 before it. So I think I used my third finger to do the 15, 17. Yeah, third finger, back to the 15 on the B, slide down to 10. To start it all again. I'll probably mix it up a bit as well, sorry. So I hope I'm not moving too fast there for you, but yeah, any questions, just give a shout. After you've done 2 runs of that, it does a similar thing, but you're going to finish up on 13 on the B instead of the 10 that you originally started on. Right there. Back to 15. Now this bit here, I'm not 100% sure about. I think it's where you do that 15, pull off the 13, around here the 14, 13. Sounds like Josh is almost banging in a few extra sort of type chord strums there. But yeah, just use mine as a general guide there, as always. And then you're going to continue sort of working your way around 14 and 13 on the G and B, and 15 on the B with some bends. It's a real quick 13 before going to 17 on the high E. There's a couple of bends. And then one of Josh's cool moves, which he explains on Guitar Moves, which is a really cool vid on YouTube to check out if you haven't already. And he talks about how he loves this move where he sort of bends and then catches the next string on the way down, and you get this sort of cool sound. And so this is sort of happening here at the end. It's a bend of 17, and then you got to catch the 17 on the B string and bring it down with you. 2 17 bends, and then bend that 17 again. Sorry, I'm not doing it real justice there, but you get sort of that sound, which you hear in a lot of Josh's solos. It's a tricky one. Hope that helps. So the chorus is just all based on power chords on the top string. I like to use my pinky to beef it up, so 5, 7, and 7. And then I also demonstrated just before this that you could even do a bar chord, which sounds cool too. So I'm just going to go with power chords for this, but by all means, do a bar chord for all of that. Which sounds sweet. So yeah, you're going to do 16 strums of 5, and it's good to think of it in groups of 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, and then 4 8s, 4 7s, and then 16 6s, 9, 8, 6. And that kick-started it all back to the start again. So it gradually gets faster and faster with the song. So yeah, you're going to do that for quite a while. Just play along with the song to get into the groove of that one. In the background for the chorus, there's this high solo type thing going on, which is just pretty much meeting the notes which are in the bar chord, which I was talking about as well. So if you're playing it by yourself, doing the bar chords works well because it covers these notes you're going to be playing. 6 on the G, 10, 9, 8. So it follows the same feel as the power chords. Start it again there. So yeah, pretty much it's just that note within each bar chord when you change. This last little bit just takes place at open on the A string and a slide 8 to 11 on the top, then to 10 on the A. Try and use either your second or third finger on the top string there, which allows you to get to 10 way easier with your first. Right there. And then I actually do swap here to my second finger to finish it off. So 10 to 13 as a slide, and then 12. Second time, just a bit of a different feel. It's a bit quicker the first time, and there's a bit of a delay play the second time. But if you play that with the song, you'll get a feel for it there. Hope that helps anyone out with the song. If you've got any questions, please let me know, and I'll catch you soon. Bye.